Next topic is the Indian National Army. The Indian National Army was made by the Subhash Chandra Bose. And who is Subhash Chandra Bose? We have to read. Thou Subhash Chandra Bose had been president of Indian National Congress in 1937. Means firstly, he had been president of Indian National Congress in 1939. He and many other leaders of the Congress party had differences with the other majority group in the Congress on certain matters. So Subhash Chandra Bose left the Congress and formed a new party. Its name was All India Forward Bloc. He secured support of Germany and Japan to fight the British in India. For this purpose, he organized the Indian National Army. Means with the fight against the British, he organized the International Army, the INA. INA means Indian National Army, for the troops of the British government in northeastern India and recorded many victories. However, with the surrender of Japan in 1945, INA's operations stopped. Means when the Japan was left to fight in 1945, then these operations were stopped. Bose is believed to have died in a plane crash, but the circumstances of his death are not clear. Means people are believing in this, the boss have died in plane crash, but actually what circumstances of his death, it was not clear. Next is the Quit India movement. In March 1942, the talks between the Cripps Mission and Congress failed because they didn't address the key demand of a timetable of self-government in India. Means the Congress and Cripps Mission, the talks between these failed. In August 1942, Gandhiji launched the Quit India movement, demanding an immediate end of the British rule in India. Means at finally Gandhiji started the Quit India movement. For the immediately end of the British rule. His mantra "Do or Die" inspired the masses in a big way to join the movement. Means his thought, his mantra "Do or Die" inspired to many peoples, and the many peoples were joined to this movement. Every man and woman and child began dreaming of a free India, because all are dreaming the free India. Large scale protests and demonstrations were held over the country. Workers went on strike. At some places, government buildings were set on fire, electricity was cut, and communication fire were severed. The government's response was swift and oppressive. The Congress party was banned. Its leaders, including Gandhiji, were sent to jail. People were beaten and flogged. Flogged means beat with the stick, beat with the whip. By December 1942, about 1 lakh people were jailed, but the movement had united the whole country, causing fear among the British rulers. The British released Gandhiji in 1944, who demanded the complete release of the Congress leadership. The World War II had weakened the economic and military strength of the British Empire. The leaders in the United Kingdom realized that it was no longer possible to carry on their rule in India. By early 1947, they set free all political prisoners. Finally, India won its freedom on 15 August 1947. Beta, in this moment, in Quit India movement, Gandhiji given the mantra "Do or Die." It means "Karo ja maro." Means they have to fight against the British, otherwise they have to die. So for this, they have done many things for the with the British. They have cut the electricity, they fire the government buildings. So for this, the government also giving response very swiftly. Then the government banned on the Congress party, and they sent to Gandhiji in jail, and where they beat to the all Indian peoples with the stick, with the whip, and so many people. But the movement had united the whole country, causing fear among the British rulers. But the British are very feared because all are in unity. So after this, the all finally they get the independence. India's independence in 1947 to 1950. On 3rd June 1947, the Viceroy announced the partition of India into two countries, Union of India and Islamic Pakistan. Beta, we know that when we get the independence on 1947, the India divided into two parts, India and Union of India means Punjab and Pakistan. In this partition, many people killed and separated from their families. On 26 January 1950, India adopted its constitution and became a republic. Since then, we have been celebrating the Republic Day on 26 January every year. We are celebrating 26 January as a Republic Day every year because of on 26 January, the day of 26 January, the India get the constitution and they get the Puran Swaraj means full independence. So for this day, it's going to celebrate as every year.